Hello and welcome to Verity, where truth and conversation converge. I'm your host, Kerwin D. And with me today is a very special guest, Roberta Bloomfield. Now, Roberta has so many things going on with her title. I can't even name everything that she does, but she'll be able to explain all that in just a minute. Just suffice to say, she's got a lot of experience in the healthcare industry and keeping people healthy. So, if you will, welcome to Verity, Roberta Bloomfield. Roberta, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm fantastic. And Roberta, like I said, got to start off with, there's so much that you do. All right. Everything from, nurse practitioner, holistic health practitioner. Let's talk a little bit about what are some of the most common misconceptions when it comes to holistic medicine that people tend to believe that are not really true or accurate.
Okay. Thank you. That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that because people are confused and they don't know because they fail to do research a lot of times. And so they don't know because they haven't been educated to it as well. So, one misconception about holistic medicine is that it's not FDA regulated, that it's not regulated by the federal government. In some cases, it isn't because holistic medicine, it doesn't bring in a whole ton of money. Now, we know that allopathic medicine is regulated by the Food and Drug Administration because it is a huge money maker. And the pharmaceutical companies, and that's how they make their money, is endorsing drugs, chemical based.
Yep, I think we seem to have lost you momentarily. Let's see if we can get you. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. Okay. So, but you, on the other hand, I remember a guy telling me once, he said, Brother Sims, most people eat when they get hungry. I eat to keep from getting hungry. So it sounds to me like what you're involved is avoiding people having even to go to the doctor. That's the point of medicine, or a part of medicine that you are intricately involved with, keeping people healthy so they don't have to go to the doctor and get those medications and all those prescriptions.
That's correct. Because by the time that the disease shows in your blood, the disease process has already begun. But if you take a holistic approach and do preventative and alternative medicine, such as herbal teas, herbal medicines, um, reflexology, Tai Chi, Qigong, just to name a few, acupuncture, acupressure, massage therapy, hypnotherapy, meditation, prayer, relaxation. And that's just a very few of the alternatives to holistic medicine. First of all, Corinne, I'd like to address that holistic means the whole body. You're addressing the whole body, the physical body, the spiritual body, which is your enteric body, your mental body, which is your mind, your emotions, your state of being. So it encompasses the whole body.
Okay,
And,
so that's good. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, I'm sorry. So, and that's another misconception is that holistic medicine is not useful in emergency cases. That's a big myth and a misconception. And another conception is that the holistic medicine, you have to take it for so long term. But you really don't. But I suggest people do take it because as it builds up in your body, it not only keeps the blood regulated, but it keeps your immune system built up as well. And it goes kind of, in connection with your body because herbal is natural and your body is natural.
Now, give me, if you will, a couple things. First of all, what are some things around the home that some of our viewers may already have, some common things that could be very, very useful in terms of holistic. And then what are some herbal teas and things that they can definitely check into that they might want to try to get on the path of holistic health lifestyle?
Okay, they probably have spices in their cabinets, such as cayenne pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Cayenne pepper is really great for allergies and blood flow. And they probably have clove. Cloves,
Especially
as
here
you
in
know,
Georgia, right about now, we know that the pollen is everywhere and it's only going to get worse. So
yes,
that's a good one. Cayenne pepper.
yes.
Okay.
And pepper also is a digestive agent as well. So it aids in digestion and it helps with blood flow and circulation. It also helps with weight control. And cloves is something that it's a spice you cook with, and cloves aid in oral health. It kills bacteria in the mouth. Clove helped with
Well, I know some people need that.
toothache. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
it helps with halitosis. It helps with toothache. You can get the clove oil and rub in it for pain. And they
Okay.
probably have ginger. And you can make a tea out of cloves. You can make a tea out of ginger. You can make a tea out of cayenne pepper and honey. And it opens up the respiratory system. Some natural things they have, if you have a green plant, if you have a green plant in your home, that's holistic as well, because plants are, as they breathe along with you, as you breathe your plants breathe, you are breathing in that fresh oxygen and they are breathing in that carbon dioxide that we're putting out. So they're cleaning the air that we breathe, keeping our lungs clear of bacteria, clear of COVID.
So one of the things I recall is a few years ago, it was this big thing about putting cayenne pepper, in a jug of water, and then you drink that all day, and that was supposed to help cleanse you, I guess, help you stay full and lose weight. Uh,
Yes,
I think it was cayenne pepper, some lemon juice, or something to that effect. Now, how effective is that really?
that's very effective. Very, very effective because cayenne pepper aids in digestion. And a lot of times, the reason people put on compound weight, visceral fat around the gut, which makes them more prone to diabetes, is because they're not breaking down their food properly. So you're getting the cayenne pepper acting as a digestive agent to help break down that food so that your body can use it and it doesn't sit on your gut, turning into candida and fungus, sending off those toxic gases and poisons. Because when it sits on your stomach, you get bloated, you get crampy, you're holding on to water. So nothing stays in its original form because we are energy and we are matter and we are constantly changing and creating. So the food that we eat is constantly being broken down into its smallest particle, which are those gases. Those gases are poisons. They can cause bloating, cramping, diarrhea, constipation, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, leaky gut, irritable bowel syndrome, colon cancer. They can cause your skin to break out because what affects your gut affects the whole body. That's why I believe in holistic care. So when you hold on to that water is building up. Those toxins are going to go upward. And as they go upward, you're building up pressure. Your blood pressure goes up. Your heart rate goes up. You go to the doctor, you're diagnosed with high blood pressure. And you're like, why? Why? Because of the gut.
And what's the mixture? If someone watching right now says, I'll give that a shot. What's the mixture in order to get it right so that they don't have too much of one and not enough of the other? If you're going to mix that cayenne pepper with the lemon in the water, what's that mixture that you recommend?
You can take at least maybe one, if you want like a small jar, you can do 1 teaspoon a teaspoon, not a tablespoon, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper to maybe 4 cups of good water. And maybe a half cup of syrup, maple syrup, which is natural. And you can do squeeze in 2 lemon juices, 2 fresh lemons, squeeze the juice in that.
Okay, and how many? How many? Oh, 4 cups of water. Four
Yes,
cups.
four
And you
cups
said
of
of good water.
good water.
What is good water for people? Because that's an interesting observation that you say good water. So let's clarify what that means.
Good water is a water, preferably, that's going to leave your nutrients and going to leave your minerals, but it's going to take out the chemicals and the toxins out of the water. Now, to do that, you'll need a good filter. I personally like Kangen water, but for people who can't get Kangen water, but now it's available in your local health food stores.
The
There's a
alkaline
water,
water, is the alkaline water, or does it have to say Kangen as long as it's alkaline?
not necessarily Kangen.
Okay.
I Kangen because that clears one of the misconceptions that holistic medicine is not scientifically based. Kangen water came about with this doctor in Japan who had stomach issues. He
Hmm.
had irritable bowel and leaky gut.
Hmm.
Noticed on the day before he went to the office to take care of his patients, he drank water and he didn't have problems that day. His stomach wasn't hurting, he didn't get bloated. So he began to notice the correlation between drinking water and his symptoms. So he began to encourage his patients to drink more water. So, and it worked, and he began to cure cancer with just the water. And it's the reason why your body is 70% water and 3% fat, because water carries a very high vibration. That high vibration amplifies and heals the body. It washes out toxins and harmful carcinogens. It washes, cleanses the organs. It transports the blood. Everything is carried with water because water is a currency, like your money. Money is a current. It carries you when you can't carry yourself. Your money carries you.
Hmm.
Water carries a high current, a high vibration, and water is so special that God even hid it in a rock. And he told Moses, Moses, if you just speak to the rock, because the rocks are high vibration too, it'll give you water. So everything we need is on the earth and it comes from the earth.
Hmm.
So water, any alkaline water is really good because the body should be balanced. You want that neutral balance. You don't want it to be acidic because the acidic phase is where disease state begins. So you want your body to be more alkaline because acid breaks down. Acid does what acid does. It breaks things down. If your body is more alkaline, it's not going to hold on to toxins and poisons, but it's going to eliminate and eradicate that from your body. So
Okay.
water is a water, there's a water called Chi. That's a really good water, CHI. You
Hmm.
get your local health food store.
Hmm.
And Brita filters. You can get good water filter. Brita is a good one.
Okay. And I'm sure most of us have seen that. Let me ask you a question on that particular mixture that we just talked about. In a minute and a half we have remaining. How safe is it to? How often taking that is it safe? In other words, once every 3 days, once a day for 2 or 3 days, or exactly. What do we want to kind of stay within? What boundaries?
When you get up in the morning, the first thing you put in your gut is very important. So if you're doing that, when you get up in the morning, I would have maybe like an 2 ounce, like a little 2 ounce cup in the morning, and maybe 2 ounces in the evening. And after you have that 2 ounce, you want to drink warm water. It's a reason we want to keep the temperature to a certain normal temperature in the body. because your body inside is a set temperature. So I always suggest drinking warm water. I never drink cold water. Warm water helps flushes and cleanse the organs. So I would do it morning and evening. Sometimes I know people can have drank it throughout the day, but that can be kind of overkill. Your body is very smart, and your body likes geometrically order.
Mhm.
So the body knows exactly what it
So
needs.
that 2 ounce in the morning and 2 ounce in the evening, right?
Yes.
All right. So before we're just about out of time. So why don't you tell everybody, how can our listeners, how can our viewers get more information from you, and take advantage of all of your wonderful expertise?
I can be reached at um, my phone number is 770-383-5332.
Give that again.
770
Mm-hmm.
835332.
770. I'm missing something.
383
Okay, that's what it was.
5332.
All right.
And I'm developing a website by the name of Atomy. That's it. Atomy is herbs that's been available in the United States. And there are many, many live testimonies where 8-month-old baby had Down syndrome and was given a herb called hemohim. And the baby, his mother, she carried it back to the doctor after giving him hemohim for a couple months, they tested him and they said there's no more Down syndrome. And those herbs were developed because of by the atomic scientists in South Korea. And those herbs I highly promote because of all the wonderful things that they're doing, preventing cancer, healing cancer, and diabetes, heart problems,
Okay.
eczema.
Sounds like a lot of wonderful research and a lot of wonderful things coming out of there. So, Roberta Bloomfield, nurse practitioner, holistic health practitioner. I mean, I know I just touched a couple of your many titles, roles, and expertise, but we want to thank you for being a guest on Verity. And we want to invite everyone once again to pick up your phone and check in with Roberta. She's got a wonderful and just a wealth of knowledge, and she's more than happy to share it with you. So thank you again, and we'll have you back to talk about some more things in the very near future. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, and thank you for watching Verity, where truth and conversation converge. I'm your host, Kerwin D. Sims. We'll check back with you next time. Peace.
Thank you, Mr. Sims. Good seeing you.
All right, Roberta.